Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now, residents in Diepsloot, north of Johannesburg, are blaming foreign nationals for the area's high crime rate. They believe that permanent police visibility can help to fight crime in the area. Crime expert and forensic investigator Calvin Rafadi joins me now to discuss this a bit further. Dr. Rafadi, thank you very much for your time here on All Angles. Just firstly, the community's demands are not new. But of course, some would argue that Diepsloot is an area that is built so dangerously in terms of, in the context of police being able to go into the streets as the community demands. It's too dark in there and they themselves could be killed, especially this new force that has been appointed by the Premier.
Yes, good day, and good day to your viewers. Yeah, the problems of Diepsloot is not the first time we hear of this type of problems. My worry is normally they will spread as far as to Olivenhout, where we call it Stop 11, and even as far as to Alexander, because most of the communities that stay in Diepsloot, they are from either or they've got relatives in Olivenhout and even in Alexander. But in most of these particular criminals, what they do, if they know that the police are looking for them in Alex or even in Olivenhout, then they run to Diepsloot. Sometimes if the police are looking for them in Diepsloot, then they run to Olivenhout. But these problems are not new, and police visibility, it won't help in this space.
All right, so maybe this is not necessarily an issue of policing, because the Amaperete has been sent there, but they're always, at the main roads, for instance. Maybe it's an issue of the municipality and how it's left Diepsloot to become how it is today.
Yeah, one can say that, but the problem is, like I always say, I blame the police, because remember, Diepsloot never used to have a police station. They used to go to as far as Erasmia, not far from Lodiam. So the municipality and obviously the structure, they decided to build a police station right inside Diepsloot. Now, I blame the station commander and the detective commander, because it is their role to listen to the community, because the community, they are the intelligent, irrespective that the Baki cannot patrol in certain areas. But the communities, they've got the data. They know who's harboring who's renting a house to the criminals, and which criminals are selling drugs in those particular, townships. So I blame the station commanders and the detective commanders. They are the ones who must collect this intelligence and action it. Unlike putting police on visible policing, like putting up roadblocks, because the communities, they know what time the crime happens, who are harboring these criminals and where they are staying and who's got the guns, who are selling drugs. That's why they made it a point that they even include that on the memorandum. And besides everything, the other problem is with the courts. Now, some of these criminals, once they are arrested, the following day they are seen back in the streets. So Department of Justice needs to look at the neighboring court or the court that is handling matters of Diepsloot as well.
All right, so what do police then do, especially with the community members now saying that they're tired of even speaking to the police minister because they're not seeing any difference in Diepsloot? So what is it that you think is an issue now that they have a police station? The Amaperete is continuously sent out there. So is it maybe an issue where community members are correct in that there are allegedly some police officers who are in the pockets of the criminals?
Yes, indeed, we can't shy away from that. And even in courts, there are those that are taking brown envelopes. So one needs to look at that, and then we need to change the structure at the police station. Let's change the station commander. Let's change the detective commanders, because, like I say, if people come to the church office, they are the ones that report and say, so-and-so has got a gun, so-and-so is just renting a particular shack, and then during the day they are sleeping, at night they wake up, they commit this particular crime. That is what we call intelligence, and it's collected by the station commander, the detective commanders, and even the visible policing. So if these three, they fail in their category, let's change them, and then let's see what happens.
All right. Let's see if the president can make any difference. Do you think that the president is able to make any difference? I mean, there's a reason he has a police minister.
Yeah, look, with the presidency, I think the only thing they can do now is just to arrest the situation, just to stay calm. so that even ordinary citizens, even along the N14, they don't get affected. And even some of the trucks going past, because that is the main road of one of the main hubs in Gauteng. So, but with the presidency, like I say, he needs to speak to the structure of the police, and they need to change the station commander, the detective commander, and then maybe the ones that will come in, they will have a better performance appraiser. Then we don't sit with problems whereby actions are not taken, or we come back again in circles on the same issue.
All right, Calvin Rafadi, thank you very much for your time here on eNCA. He's a crime expert and forensic investigator.